Hello, everybody. My name is Akita Carrie Aurora, and this is the summer solstice day. Happy solstice. Today, I'm going to complete the RUMI roundtable with the last six signs: Leo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Okay, so I hope you guys and girls are having a wonderful summer solstice. I hope the day is meeting you and treating you and greeting you well. Let's get into it. Okay, so the last sign we did was Virgo. And now we're going into Leo. And again, if you're just joining, this is the RUMI roundtable, going through every sign. We're using the Alana Fairchild deck, the RUMI Oracle. It's invitations into the heart of the divine, and it's really just messages speaking straight to our heart, right? Helping us to, we just went through the last 6 months, or the first 6 months of 2022, and now today, if we start the next chapter of 2022, the last 6 months, and we've been through a lot. We've been transmuting, calling in, clearing out our chakras, stepping into our soul purpose, our mission, activating, elevating, transforming, transmuting, all of that, getting ready for this juncture and allowing us to move more harmonious and balanced and whole into 222 and then 223 and 224, right? We're also looking at the LQ deck. The LQ deck is going to give us some more self-reflection and contemplation and going to ask us some deep questions. So whatever it is you've been going through, wherever you are today, these messages from RUMI and from LQ are going to truly speak to your heart and just give you some questions that you can carry so that as you walk through the next 6 months, you can truly see yourself. Because this whole journey of life is about exploring ourselves, finding ourselves, and expanding and rebirthing ourselves, all right, into the best and brightest selves to create what? Happiness, joy, harmony, health, abundance, all of that for us to really tap into everything that we truly are. Not the short version, but the big grand version of ourselves. Okay, so I hope these messages resonate with you and speak to your heart. And we have sun, moon, and rising signs. So take a look at your sun sign, look at your moon sign, look at your rising sign, and see the messages as well. We all are a mixture of different energies. So no matter what sign you are, I'm sure you have about 5 or 6 signs in you. So a combination of all of that should really bring you some clarity and give you some tools to captain your ship and row your boat. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to go into the Libra, the sign of balance. All right, and let's see what it is. Oh, this is so pretty. The Whirling Goddess, and it's number 30. Isn't that such a beautiful picture? Look at that. The Whirling Goddess. And Rumi's messages are really deep. So all I'm doing with these is reading directly from the book. He has long, deep messages for all of us. So I think it's just enough. And the same thing with LQ. And it's for you to contemplate and discover the deeper meaning for you. Just here delivering the messages today. All right. And, giving some insight, or if I have any synchronicity, definitely always open to sharing that with my happy crystals, which I consider to be my audience. All right, so Whirling Goddess, and it's number 30. Libra, lose your head. Keep that up right there. Lose your head. Not a single thread has a head, can go through the eye of the needle. RUMI. Come, my love, are you dizzy yet? If you can still find your feet, then this is okay with me. But if you can still find your head, then I will take issue. There is a great dance, but it cannot be danced with choreographed steps. No, this great dance demands a response rather than an initiation, a reaction rather than a direction. So let us dissemble and loose our heads to the great music, the rhythm held steady in our beating hearts. Our feet shall be moving, whilst our minds, inadequate to the task, take the night off. That's beautiful. So that's like really stepping into our bodies. We are allowing ourselves to be free and to dance with the rhythm of life, not always having to control it. All right. And the little Libras is a sign of balance, right? So swirling in the wind might be like completely out of your comfort zone. There is something you are meant to be. It is here, now in this moment. There is a gift right under your nose, a fragrant wine in your glass, gleaming red as the most precious rubies. To be here now, you must pass through the keyhole, but your head will tell you this is not possible unless the door is unlocked. Even though your body is passing through the keyhole of that locked door into the endless world beyond, leave your mind to be in the struggles for a moment. Without you laying witness to it, your mind will become like the dog howling for his master's return. Even as he steps out the front door, frustrated, temporarily, he will chew on some shoes, then fall asleep peacefully until his master returns. So leave your mind trusting, chew a little until you are truly through the keyhole. When it can rest, leave it be. Instead, come dance with me. Lovely, lovely, lovely. This oracle brings you a message. You are at the point of growth where your mind can hold you back rather than urge you forward. If you have, like so many, used your mind to support you, to shore up your sense of self in the world and to gain a sense of certainty about how the world works, then this is no easy step. Take a leap. I'm trying to see where I just finished reading. I just lost my line. So this is no easy step. This is no easy leap. Okay. It will seem as though you are being asked to pass through the keyhole. Of course, your mind will stop and argue for all the reasons why the door should be opened instead of remaining closed, making the task seem so much harder than it needs to be. But this is the mind in resistance. Don't place too much stock in the claims that life should be other than how it is. You are being asked to dance rather than understand, to lay the thoughts to rest and to come alive. It is the bravest, most trusting soul that dares put the mind to one side and say, tonight we dance, my heart and I, in the great rousing music of the beloved's beating heart, and I will not miss one step. And so to awaken the next day and do that all over again and again and again. You are ready. You see, sweet soul dancer, you are ready to live beyond what you know, to have it not matter if you don't understand how life can work itself out. Or how it could be that someone so normal and ordinary as you and I could also be so magnificent, wild, and divine. The need for answers and plans, assurances and explanations is passing out of your world now. You are not to wait for permission, for explanation, or even for another dance partner. For I am ready, inviting you onto the great dance floor. You are to let go of any stigma around not knowing. When someone asks you what you are going to do next or how you are going to manage, you are given this divine mandate. With relish, reveal the truth. I do not know. Knowing nothing and dance, sweet soul, for all will unveil itself to you in perfect harmony and timing. I love that. Your heart shall create the steps in response to the music of the spheres, happening now, alive and spontaneous and free. This oracle brings you a special message. If there is an issue apparently unsolvable or unknowable in your life now, the divine is handling it. The divine is in the middle of it, working through the knot and unraveling it. Fear not. Do the sacred ritual and give yourself permission to take the night off from worrying. Repeat this heavenly prescription daily as needed. Ashe. All right. And as I said in the other videos, every card has a honoring ritual, a sacred honoring ritual. So if anybody wants it, just leave a message in the comment section and I will get it to you. Ask and you shall receive. All right. These videos, the messages are long, so I don't want to keep the videos too long. So I don't want to add the rituals into the tapings, but if you do want it, if you resonate, if you want to do the ritual, let me know, send me a message and I will get them to you. Okay, so let's go into the LP deck. This was a beautiful message. It's like really allowing yourself to be free and not have to go by the rules or the old rules that you gave yourself, giving yourself that freedom to dance into the wind and to trust that, hey, the wind is carrying me and I didn't create this music, but I'm also dancing to it. And look how much joy, is coming to me by just stepping into the moment, by just allowing myself to be free and moving with this beautiful music that's around me. So sometimes we have to truly look at life that way. It's like, do I have to create the song to enjoy the music? Of course not. So really when we hear that music, when we get those feelings, those inklings, and we're like, oh no, but I have to do this and this doesn't make sense, but it makes so much sense deep within, but we're looking for the reassurance from outside and we might not trust it because it might be something brand new. So what was old and what were the old confirmations are not showing up anymore, but we have to trust it. We have to trust our intuition. We have to trust our soul. We have to trust how we feel in the moment and move forward with that, something very deep and sacred within ourselves, not needing anything outside of us to confirm that. So I think this is what this card is truly talking about, being able to move with the rhythm and be in union with the rhythm of the winds and the energy around you, and trusting that more than you trust whatever you told yourself you truly needed to be you. All right, so it's time to step into a new moment and trusting all of this newness that you're coming into as well, Libra. All right, not needing the balance so much, but being able to enjoy the movement of the wind. It's like, yeah, it's that transition. Balance, you're thinking, okay, balance, but can you enjoy the wind too? Do you have to just be in balance? And again, that's tapping into our multidimensionality, right? We don't always have to be one thing. So the Libra who is balanced, well, is there some other portion of you that doesn't actually need that balance? So being able to enjoy the non-balance of life, even though we know that balance is your soul energy, right? But your soul is multidimensional, so allow it to also bask and enjoy and expand in what is also non-balance. Okay, so let's look at what Elpis is giving us for the Leos, and for the Libras. It is she who calms, Jenna, and it's stillness, purity, and quiet. So that is a beautiful combination of the Libra energy, because that's the Libra energy right there, right? That balance, right? So we come from swirling in the wind to stillness, calm, and quiet. So that's balance. All right, so let's see. And it is what, about maybe 3 something, 4 something, summer solstice day. You can see the sun coming into me where I have my desk. It's beautiful because like I'm literally getting like third eye activations while the sun is truly coming into me right now. All right, so I'm hoping the lighting on the video is okay and you guys can actually see everything. All right, so this is Jana, calmness, stillness, beautiful and quiet. So Libra, you still have your balance, okay? You still have your balance, all right. Okay, so let's look at that. And also your number was 30, which is 3, right? So again, that Trinity energy, the wholeness within ourselves, divine masculine, divine feminine, and our inner child, which is what is birthed from being in balance, right? Okay, so Jenna, let's see what message you have for Libras, Jenna. Jenna, she who calms, walks, and the crystal I had over the Libra was another clear quartz. Okay, so clear quartz crystal, okay? And the clear quartz crystal is a very activating crystal. So if you're ever trying to activate like the energy of another crystal, you match it with the clear quartz, right? So that clear quartz is something that we use to, it's like water, you know, it's that element that matches up and activates everything, cleanses, purifies everything, right? Jenna. Her wise. Jenna walks beneath a wintry sky. Okay, that's that lighting right there. Okay. Her wise companion, the owl, follows her wisdom. There is peace here in the stillness of the trees. Her dress, made from the feathers of the white peacock with a delicate overlay of Queen Anne's lace, echoes the quiet purity of snow. This goddess is a ghost to some, to others, she is a trusted confidant. But Jenna sees and knows all who revel in her wintry world. A whisper of a cold breeze against the cheek is her kiss of thanks. Jenna appears in order to honor the pause. Come to me, child, she quietly calls. Come to me when your days are too full. Come to me when noise overpowers. Her gift is calm companionship. An intimate walk on a snow-quieted day will be your reward when you answer her call. She and her whisper winged guide want to show you the benefit of carving out a few peaceful moments for yourself. This lovely spirit of Winterland beckons you to join her for one still moment. Focus on your breath, appreciate all that we have in this one simple moment. Pause to give thanks for this calm respite. Can I afford 5 minutes to merely sit and breathe quietly? How will I benefit by taking a few minutes right now? And how can I make this a daily practice? Beautiful, beautiful message, Libra. And I'm glad, you know, we brought that balance back in, because what I'm thinking of too is like for the Libra whose, you know, whose energy is balance. And us again tapping into our multidimensionality and us expanding and tapping into another version of ourselves. It's like, okay, if I've been guided to be balanced all my life, there's some times where I'm truly gonna have to step into that wind and trust the wind too, and then remember, hey, yeah, I need my balance too. You know what I mean? So the balance, I think, for you Libras in this new chapter, in this new half of 222 and beyond, is knowing that you can trust both versions of yourself. You don't always have to be calm and still in balance. You can trust to whirl in the wind and give it to the air. You know what I mean? let nature take its course, you know, as opposed to having to come up with all the rules yourself. So that in itself brings you balance, because you're not just being one thing, right? Because balance too is holding up both ends of the full spectrum. It's not just being this way, completely this way, or being completely that way, but it's in the middle. So in the middle of yourself is that you understand and you have appreciation for those moments where you're whirling in the wind and trusting that movement, as well as those moments when you know, hey, I need to be still and be calm, and trusting that as well. And the new routine, the whole, you know, your card had a big question on it. And, you know, the Libra energy always seems to kind of like, whenever I'm doing these readings, the Libra energy always seems to be so universal, because it gives this energy of balance. It truly does. So it's something, it's always helpful to all of the signs to truly embody and encompass and really get the Libra message. I'm just noticing that doing so many readings now, that the Libra energy truly is a collective message for all of us. And one of the things that we really can do right now in the second chapter is looking at all of the stuff that we've been learning and doing and releasing and receiving and all of this stuff, and coming up with very small little routines and daily routines that can truly help us to continue to tap into our abundance and continue to manifest and continue to expand and be open to learn and receive the new information that is coming in to us, through us, and for our growth and enlightenment. Okay, so that's your message from RUMI, Libra. Enjoy the dancing in the wind. And remember, when you need to be still, make that time for yourself. Give yourself 5 minutes. Actually, before I did this, I was guided to go outside. You know, it's a summer solstice and I really wanted to just get into these. But I said, nah, Akita, you know, the gardeners were here yesterday or 2 days ago. So the yard is nice and the grass is nicely cut and it's been raining. And, you know, today the sun is out. And I said, you know, let me go out there, meditate, do my breathing, take my crystals, and then come back in and deliver these messages, because there's truly enough time for it. You know, don't make yourself, don't think we don't have enough time for stillness, because truly we do. It's only for us to really put it in a priority, so we know that, hey, I do need these moments of stillness. You might not have to do it every day, but do give yourself those moments of stillness. And if you aren't, ask yourself, why not? What's stopping you? All right. And move through that moment. Allow that moment to teach you something about yourself. All right, let's go into the next sign. Thank you so much, Libras. I hope you have a wonderful solstice. All right, let's go into the next sign. And this would be Scorpio. I always get a little confused with Scorpio and Sagittarius, but yeah, this would be Scorpio number 11. All right, my Scorpios. All right, and let's see what card this is. Blessings of Zahra. Beautiful. Let us see what, and it's number 39, which is 12, right? 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it's 12, which is again the energy of 3. So let's see what this message is for the Scorpios. The blessing of Zahra. It's a blessing. Well, that's exciting. That's starting out on a good foot. Summer solstice blessings for Scorpios. Ashe. And Scorpios, that's our sign of death and rebirth, rebirthing ourselves, allowing ourselves to release and die and step into the new, you know, the new self, right? The butterfly, that transformation. All right. Number 39. Let's see. Oh, I'm in the wrong book. All right, number 39. And the message for our beautiful Scorpios who hold the poison and the cure. Don't mess with a Scorpio. They can curse you and bless you. All right, they're getting the blessings now. So, all right, let go of thought. Second message to say, getting out of your head. Same message for the Libras. So again, eternal and collective message, because no such thing as coincidence, only connection. This energy that we're in today, summer solstice, it's time for us to get out of our heads. Don't get stuck in your heads. Move to your heart of trusting who you are, trusting your capabilities. All right, so let's go. The blessings of Zahra. Let go of thought. Don't take it into your heart. You are naked, and thought is like ice. So, it's all melted. This heat. All right. You use thought to seek release from suffering and pain. While thought is the cause of your suffering and pain, the realm of creation is out of the scope of thought, O foolish one. See the opus and behold the beauty. Look in the direction from which the images flow. See the brook that causes the wheel to turn. Deep message. Scorpio is a deep message, Scorpio. I wish to pull that false confection from your mouth. Oh, I know you will open your mouth even wider to scream, like the terrible cry of a toddler denied. But the moment you open your mouth wide and draw a breath to bemoan the outrageous travesty of your loss, I shall shove my divine finger dripping with nectar into your gaping mouth. I'll let you suckle them, surprised and contented by the sweetness that surpasses all other sweets. RUMI. When we are hungry, right? I told you the poison and the cure. When we are hungry, we reach for what food is available. If we are starving, we may gorge upon what is before us, only to find ourselves overfed, undernourished, and in a most uncomfortable and dissatisfied state. Your soul needs better quality food, Scorpio. It has been detoxing. You have been shedding old thoughts, feelings, pains, and struggles. Memories of the past have been flooding out of your soul, like parasites being expunged. And now your soul, thus cleansed, is in need of genuine nourishment to restore it to full radiance and vitality. Ashe. It's like coming out of that chrysalis, and it's like, yeah, I just rebirthed myself. I just let go of the caterpillar. I just formed into the butterfly. And now I need to experience my wings. That's what I'm getting from this. Beautiful, Scorpio. Love will feed your hungry soul. It's like, yeah, on this new journey, let your food be love. Ooh. Nothing less shall suffice. No sweet talking charmer hell bent on seducing and moving on will make the grade. No. It has to be nothing less than genuine romancing by the great beloved to feed, comfort, and nurse you into radiance. Ashe. Only that divine finger dipped in the heavenly honey can be taken in by your soul now. All else will seem as empty junk by comparison. I know how you feel, Rumi. But we can summon the strength to overcome habitual and mindless attempts at feeding on lesser substances. Oh, yes, we can. Sí, se puedo. The great beloved shall storm through the kitchen and with military precision clear out the cupboards for only the best and finest, most decadent and delicious shall do for you, Scorpio. Ashe. This oracle comes with the special guidance for you. You are being given a blessing of Zahra, of radiance and brightness. This blessing has a purpose. It is to clear out that which would obstruct your full unfoldment, to support the divine jewel of your soul shining. You are being given an opportunity supported by life, by the earth, by the grace of divine beloved, to shed toxins from your being. These may be by physical, and they may equally be of emotional, psychic, or psychological origin. They may come from this or another lifetime. You may understand consciously what is being released, or you may not. If you are sensitive, you may feel symptoms of detoxification at a physical level, even if what you are releasing is emotional or psychological in nature. You are encouraged to complete the sacred honoring ritual, to stay adequately hydrated, and to be moderate rather than excessive in your approach. Give your body and mind time to rest and replenish so that blessings can be fully received. Ashe. If you have been unwell or struggling to let go of an issue, this oracle comes at a portent as a portent of imminent healing back to good health and of release of the issue into resolution and divine radiance. Give your body and mind time to rest and replenish so that the blessing can be fully received. It is only a matter of timing, and that matter of timing is eminent. This oracle also bridges you the message that if something appears to be leaving your life, let it go. Even something painful to release, it is because it is no longer healthy for you or no longer supporting of life for you. There is something more loving and beautiful awaiting. Do not try to feast upon scraps. Ooh. Stop scrapping in the dirt for stale breadcrumbs. Rise up and move towards the seat at the heavenly table, gleaming before you, for a greater feast awaits your attendance. Ashe, this is a lovely message. Scorpio, go get it. That's all I'm gonna say, go get it. You know, there's a line in the Bible that says, you know, like I invited them to the feast, but nobody showed up. They didn't show up. And sometimes not sometimes, every day we have to realize that life is a feast. It's about you showing up. And actually, I used to, and I just was talking in the October video about meditating, and that was I used to use that analogy a lot when in 2020, when I really started getting into meditation and the practice of daily meditation, because it was like, you know, it's so simple. For just give yourself those moments of stillness, and in those moments of stillness the feast is there and you get to dig in, and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm inviting y'all to the feast but y'all don't show up, so go and feast. Feast, Scorpio. You know, you've done it, you've really done it. There's something better out there for you. It's there waiting. It's telling you come and enjoy. It's rewards of your work, of your transformation, of your shedding, of your calling, of your stepping into it, of your constant rebirth, dying, allowing the deaths in your lives and allowing the rebirths, you know. So go get it, Scorpio. The blessings of Zahra are upon you. Ashe. Beautiful, powerful message for this next part of the solstice. And because, you know, a lot of people have been feeling that, you know, time jump, like the shift. They felt the shift. They're seeing and feeling living the change, you know. Different things are showing up, different things are moving out, you know what I mean? So we're really feeling this in a real way. So don't be afraid of the next chapter. Well, Scorpio, not afraid. Don't be afraid of the next chapter, Scorpio. Just go ahead and do it. But you know what? Yeah, sometimes we get afraid, but it's not about being afraid. It's about facing the fear and walking through that moment anyway, because fear is going to show itself, but don't allow fear to keep you stagnant. Walk through that moment, say, okay, this is a little scary, but I trust that I'm gonna get through it anyway. All right. That's what I'm doing. So I'm giving you advice that I have to take for myself. All right, let's go. And Malachite, oh my goodness. I didn't even say that. Malachite was the stone on top of the Scorpio card. And you know, malachite is, I always tell people when the malachite comes for you, it's about to take you through a huge medicine. You know, like it's going to give you some, it's going to like, it's a big moment in your life. So, Scorpios, you had a really big and beautiful moment of your life, you know, and the medicine that you've given yourself. Now I'm holding this malachite, like a whole new message is coming in. You have applied, you know, like wisdom, information. Wisdom is applied information. You've applied this information to your life. What is my tagline? Your energy is your medicine, Scorpio. You've used your energy. You've allowed your energy to become your medicine. So now go in and collect your treasures and continue to use your wisdom and your energy as your medicine, Scorpio. Do your thing. Do your thing. And it's green. All right, let's see what Elqui has for Scorpio. I would love to see what this is. Oh, I love it. She who thrives, orchid, flourish, prosper, blossom. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful message. Scorpio is one of my rising signs. Scorpio and Sagittarius, actually, so beautiful, beautiful messages for me to rise up into as on a personal note. Oh, an orchid. Oh, I just love it. I think I've never seen this card before. Both of these are new decks. And I think this is about to be my favorite. Well, there's a story with this deck, but I'll focus and stick to stick to the Scorpio energy. If the card comes out, I'll tell it. When the card comes out, I'll tell it. And I know there'll be divine timing in order for that story to come out. Orchid, let's see what message Orchid has for Scorpios. Beautiful message. And look at the colors, you know, I'm looking at the colors here, the blue, the throat chakra, the aquamarine, right? The shades of blue. So it's like the higher self, your throat chakra, your third eye, and your crown, right? So literally that's that transformation that you're now operating more from your higher self and getting that information as opposed to your lower body, right? I tell you that Malachite comes out for huge moments and huge transformations. Okay, and it was on the Scorpio card. Orchid, what you got for us? Orchid is one of my favorite flowers. Orchids and sunflowers. Orchids, sunflowers, and irises. Orchid, flourish, prosper, blossom. Love it. Orchid, she who thrives. And we're in this season of thriving, no more survival, victim mentality, thriving. Her eyes show off her vibrant nature with gold irises set off by delicate butterfly wings of purple and brown. Her hair resonates with energy as it sweeps back off her forehead. Nectar glows on her lips. Hair is one who radiates goodness and honesty. Her inner glow comes from her ability to blossom. She attracts wealth in all its forms. Yeah, because abundance and wealth is, I mean, cash is like the last one. You know what I mean? There's so much around us to show you what true abundance is. And we wait for the cash to show up, but the cash is the last manifestation of a very abundant person. And you can have a lot of cash and be really poor inside. So again, this balance. Let's be abundant within and have that material abundance outside of us. Her inner glow comes from her ability to blossom. She attracts wealth in all its forms, companionship, shelter, money. She has learned how to live, so she is a magnet of advancement, magnetism. Orchid demonstrates how to live the good life while maintaining her innate humanist. Ashe. This card assures you that success is yours. Expansion energy reverberates all around you. Your job is to take advantage of the coming abundance. Ashe. These are good times. If you have a current business project, it is time to strike. Remember, wealth comes in many forms. Just said that. A new good friend is as valuable as money in the bank. Oh, yes. Stay open to the myriad of ways good fortune can arrive. Yeah. A four-leaf clover should not be overlooked because there's a dollar next to it. You should pick up both while you are at it. Your question, Scorpio. What does successfulness look like to me? What can I accomplish with an unexpected windfalls? Yes. How can I view abundance less narrowly? Beautiful questions, because Scorpio, you about to be the bomb, right? You're about to prosper. You are about to thrive. You're about to flourish. You're about to blossom. So those are really good questions to keep you in balance, all right? Before, during all of this transformation and all of this goodness starts coming into you, you are blessed. Double blessing, Scorpio, and solstice, summer solstice, you're ready. Go ahead and thrive. That is a beautiful message, Scorpios. Ashe to you. Congrats. All right, let's go into Sagittarius energy. And Sagittarius is this beautiful expansion energy. So let's see what the message for Sagittarius is. All right, and I have the sunstone on Sagittarius, which is awesome because the sun, the sun. So summer solstice, awesome, and expansion, right? So beautiful. Let's see what's going on with Aquarius. Sorry, with Sagittarius. And number 41, Victory of Maryam. Number 41, not 41, 4 plus 1 is 5. So we have that energy of 5, 2. 5 is center. 5 is in the center of everything. And then we expand. The sun is the central energy, and it expands out, and we all share, and we all benefit from that energy coming from that central point, right? The sun. Ashe. We'll get you some sunstones, Sagittarius. Let's look at the victory of Maryam, and see what that message is for you, Sagittarius. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I always pick up Elqui first. All right, 41. This is the message for you, Sagittarius, from RUMI. Victory of Maryam. Beautiful colors here too. That blue energy is coming up again. Beautiful blue energy. Throat and third eye. And being grounded by this beautiful red energy. And this one actually is everything. The green, the red, the orange, a little bit of that yellow, the blue. Okay. All right. So let's get it. Victory. If you are longing to caress the moon, don't turn away from it. If you are not ill, why do you crawl under the blanket to hide? You are in a quarry of sweets. Why do you look so sour? You live in the spring of life. Why are you withered inside? Don't fight against yourself. Don't flee from what could be your glory. Like a fearless moth, dive into the flame. Why be linked to your obsession? Burn out in the flames. Until your heart and soul are enlightened, get out of the old carcass and form yourself a new body. Why are you afraid of a fox when you descend from lions? Why be a lame ass when you have strength of stallions? The beloved you seek will arrive to open the door to your fortune. For love is the key that opens all your locks. RUMI. What I hear from this one already is don't settle, Sagittarius. You expect the best, get the best. You want the best, get the best. You are the best, don't settle for less. Okay, like before we get into it, that's what I'm hearing. And trust that everything that you want will come to you. And it might be here already, just step into it. You feel you are a mortal, and I know you are divine. You feel you are not ready for the task, and I know that triumph is only moments away. You reach to me for protection, but you are me, and the protection that you seek is already with you. You are not apart. I am living through all that you are and all that you love, all that you have lost and all that you offer to me in surrender. I am in you as your courage and magnificence, and any task I send to you is simply one of the tasks for which you were born. You are an eagle with wings, ready to soar. So I push you from the cliff top that you may know yourself. Ashe, spirit is always walking with us. The universe is always supporting with us. Our ancestors are always surrounded around and within us. And how does the eagle know it can fly if he stays on that mountaintop? Well, first of all, how did he get there, right? Well, Rumi's saying it's in you, but I got to push you so you know that you can fly. Oh, it's beautiful. This oracle brings you a message of affirmation and success. Ashe, Sagittarius, expansion. Your victory is already assured. You are being led into it now, no matter if you believe it is not possible, and you are placing more faith in the appearance of distraction or obstacle than in utter success. So make sure you know where your focus is. What is your focus on what you have or what you don't have? And sometimes we just need to focus on what we have. No matter if you have forgotten for a moment that the divine lives in you, as you, and that apparent failure is only a part of the process. The plan through which learning happens serving the ultimate holy victory. Yes, your victory is inevitable. Okay. We win always. So you are being given this reminder from the Holy Mother Mary, also called Maryam, and the beloved divine presence of love that she serves. It is that presence that is real. It is the Holy Mother that is real. It is the divine in you that is real, and all else swirls around you so your soul can play. Every challenge and adventure is an opportunity for you to test your mettle and to be what you are in truth. The eagle that flies requires space and open sky. The tigress that hunts requires hunger to drive her to fulfill her being and live her nature. You need what you need to realize your divine nature as a living, holy expression of the greatest love. So life is providing for you that your needs be met. And that's like a real big thing to hold on to. I think the Sagittariuses know that, but anybody else? No, but that's really a big thing to hold on to. And when you understand that, like, everything is coming through for your growth and for your prosperity, then you don't have to like be mad when it comes through, because it's like, okay, yeah, I understand. Yeah, you don't have to like, I always tell people this, you don't have to like it. But if you understand that what's happening so that you can expand and blossom and turn that wound into wisdom and alchemize that so that you can see your power, then all the time wasting on why, and you don't even do that. You just jump into like, okay, yeah, I got to go through this. And you go through it because on the other side of it, you become a stronger and wiser person, So when we really get that, and we can get that in the moment and don't let these moments just like throw us off, then that's really when you harness your power. Okay, where am I? Whatever may be troubling you or is soon to present itself is not a situation or a circumstance meant to bring you trouble. You just need to allow yourself to become more eagle-eyed, beloved wild one. It is not what appears to be that is the source of challenge for you, not at all. It is only how you are viewing the situation. Can you allow yourself to shift perspective? Yes, you know this is truth. It is only in forgetfulness that fear creeps in. Oh, yes, to forget for a moment that you are divinity and to lapse into erroneous belief that the challenges are more real than the love. They veil. No, the real challenge is in the attitude, not in any circumstance or situation. Will you remember that all is divinity manifesting and nothing exists outside of it? All is perfectly designed to help you fulfill your being. Live your truth, experience your power, and reside in the perfection of your divine, loving heart. Be curious rather than afraid. What is loving you, even if sometimes you feel like you are hauling a massive rock on your back up the steepest of hills to build a temple at its apex. Yet, when that temple is built, overlooking the ocean, and a startling burst of golden orange sunset explodes across the water, turning it gold, you'll forget about climbing that hill. You'll just drink in the view instead. You'll forget what you were supposed to be worrying about. Oh, don't you hate it when that happens? You'll just have to love in that moment and be peaceful instead. It makes more sense to notice the sunset than to turn your back upon its glory and grumble about how heavy those rocks were. Then, in your inspiration and your forgetfulness, you'll dream of another temple and the process of creation, perhaps with more lugging about of great heavy rocks, and it will begin again. But then so too will another captivating sunset be granted, be witnessed in your newly built temple that renders you speechless, and spellbound. Like too, like what I'm getting is like the journey of life and reincarnation. Like we do it all over again. We do it all over again. We do it all over again. And we forget, it is life. The grander cycle of eternalness. There is also a part of you that is daring to love, to live, and to trust more so than before. You are even daring to quit the traumatic tendency to relive so many past hurts and aches. That's healing and wholeness. You no longer want to taunt yourself with failure and critique. You are less frightened of yourself, so you do not need to sabotage yourself anymore. That's beautiful how they connect being scared of our best selves with self-sabotage, right? Like we are afraid to become. And it's true. You are less frightened of yourself, so you do not need to self-sabotage yourself anymore. You are learning love's way and claiming it as your own. That is your path to victory assured. This oracle asks you to trust in your own optimism, to let the war be over, and now put it behind you, even if it means weeping with sweet sorrow and relief for a while. The sunset is golden. The struggle is behind you. Now just rest and enjoy the golden glow as you rest with a love, a long, long while. It's such a beautiful message. And again, each of these cards has a sacred honoring ritual. I don't want to make the videos too long, so I'm not saying the ritual, but if you want it, leave a message and you'll get it. Ask and you shall receive. Beautiful message, Sagittarius. Beautiful message of trusting yourself, trusting the new moments, allowing yourself to release the past and no longer really operating in that past mode because you realize, okay, that chapter is done. And now I can trust more, I can love more, I can see more, I can handle more, I can be more. And it's assured to me, it's inevitable. My success is inevitable. That's the beauty of this message here. Like, you won't lose. So just go ahead and do it, you know? And that fear, no longer fearing yourself, fearing your light, fearing your majesty, fearing your greatness. So less self-sabotage is going to be there. So your second half of 222 and beyond is looking very bright and beautiful once you allow that allowance is so important. Trust, surrender, allowance. Sunstone, right? Tap into that sunstone to help you to move through all of this beautiful expansion. And that's that Sagittarius energy of expansion. You have expanded. You know, sometimes we think that, okay, my business is expanding and my house is expanding and my money is expanding. You, Sagittarius, are expanding. So as we expand, and I'm tapping into this a lot with my solar plexus because I can feel when my solar plexus is expanding, but I understand that my solar plexus is expanding because I'm being given more to receive more, and not just in a material way, but in a life way. So there's more things I have to alchemize and understand and hold space for. So truly it's like a container to whom much is given, much is expected. So as we expand, as we ourselves, our electromagnetic fields expand, our heart expands, as we allow this expansion of ourselves, we are given more to hold space for. All right, so just keep that in mind. Sunstone, Sagittarius, right? And let's see what card is coming up for you. She who loved once. Yes, so this is getting over the pain and allowing you to step into a new moment. She who loved once, fragile, secret love, and rejection. This is what we overcome. This is what we've had to overcome. All right, so this will help you because, you know, sometimes we fall back and that old brain starts to tell us, and we're like, nope, that was yesteryear, even if it was last week. But you allow yourself to be the new you and step into the newness that is there for you. All right, she who loved once. Blue, give us some advice, baby girl. And that blue energy in that card that I saw first, the blue and the blue, right? And the blue is like that water energy too, right? So that healing, that healing and that flow too. Blue, she who loved once, has a sad demeanor because she is thinking about someone who no longer accepts her love. She wears a golden wreath on her dark hair and clasped flowers to her heart. From her glance, you can see she is feeling lost and alone now. The delicate dogwood flowers are meant to be given to someone special, but Blue hesitates in offering her love again. This card encourages you to explore your own feelings of vulnerability. There is always a risk in revealing your emotions. If you have a secret love, it can be a thrilling thing as much as a terrifying one. If you tell them how you feel, how will they respond? Will they appreciate your declaration or will they walk away? The only real way of knowing the answer is to hold out your gift. Let this card remind you that you weren't meant to love only once. If you suffer the anguish of rejection, allow yourself time to heal. When you are ready, pick new flowers. Face the world head on so others can find you to offer you their love. Your question, Sagittarius. Who are the people I trust to love me? In what ways do I feel vulnerable? And how can I best protect my fragile heart today? Yeah, so as you step into your new love of yourself and your new love relationship, Sagittarius, ask yourself these questions, contemplate, or before you step into your new love relationships. As you're stepping into your new love relationships, Ask yourself those beautiful questions, right? Self-reflection and contemplation is always time well spent. Okay, so you have the victory of Maryam and blue, encouraging you to continue to expand. Don't be afraid of yourself, and your success is eminent and assured. Thank you so much. This is your message, Sagittarius. You have a wonderful, wonderful summer solstice, and get you a sunstone crystal. Bye.